watts in, and it says 890 out.
That's good on that amp.
Yeah, I picked this thing up for $400, and I did all the Harbach mods. They had the original tubes in it, and I sent them off to a guy that used to work IMAX. And he tested the tubes, and the tubes were bad, so I had to buy a new set of tubes. But that wasn't an issue. I just wanted the old L4B.
That's a very well built amplifier. Very nice tank circuit, and they have kind of low voltage, or lower than some on those tubes. So those tubes will last literally forever.
Yeah, well, I have it. Well, when this was built, the rules were different. I think it was 2,000 watts input. That's what you were allowed. Of course, with the 50 or 60% duty cycle, you weren't going to get 2,000. But I keep it on SSB mode all the time. It gives me a kilowatt out on CW. I got about 2,700 volts on sideband mode.
Yeah, see, like my Ameritron AL82, which is a beast of an amplifier with those two tubes, it's got 3,700 volts on those tubes.
Oh, baby.
That thing will do 2,000 watts PEP, easy output.
Yeah, mine's showing right around 2,700, 2,750, something like that. Yeah, when I switch it to CW, it goes down to 2,000.
See, you could run that amp on the CW position.
Like 3,500.
Yeah, that's what I have in my 3,500 amps. See, you could run that amp on sideband in the CW position because all it does is lower the plate voltage. But in a lot of amps, rather than doing that, it changes the bias on the tubes, and you don't want to run an amp that's designed that way in CW on single sideband because your IMD goes to hell.
Okay, well, when I was putting the Harbach mods in, there was one of the boards had 4 different pins for bias that you needed to try. And I forget exactly which one I used, but it definitely was a connection for the tube bias.
Yeah, because see, you could run CW in Class C mode. Because all it is the carrier, but you can't do that on voice or AM or single sideband. You need AB or AB2. You need a lot more bias. You need bias on those tubes for a good audio and low IMD. You need linear operation, in other words. You don't need linear operation for CW.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, the LP700 says that I'm putting out a clean signal. At least that's what the trapezoid says.
W2SDR.
W4OG.
I could see now, I don't know all the ins and outs obviously yet, but some of these rooms, like this room that you were telling me about with your repeater, are blocking out these reflectors because you hear that so much on America Link that people are using the reflectors on hotspots and mode conversions and all that. It's very disruptive because they're not making it half the time. So the QSOs are nothing but trying to get people straightened out all the time, and it's very annoying.
Yeah, it's a little bit confusing to me. I just when I'm mobile, I got to use the repeater. So, that was probably about 25 miles away from it, maybe a few miles more. But at least I can run C4FM Fusion when I'm mobile, and it gives me more capability with that rig. That's what it's for.
Well, that's one of the reasons I'm setting up this rig as a PDN. I got my antenna up at 60 feet, and I can run 50 watts. So I'll have probably at least a 20-mile radius around here that I'll use my own node when I'm driving around. So I know I'll get in, and I'll get in perfectly because I'm using a Yaesu rig in the car, running 50 watts right here, and then into my PDN that's linked right into Wires X right here in the shack. So there's no reflectors, there's nothing, no hot spots, no anything.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Bert does, W2I. So he says he gets about 10 miles with the ATT in the car.
I mean, it's more expensive than a $100 Chinese hotspot, but at least it works.
Yeah, well, I think I said this the other day. The DMR stuff really, it was not really designed for ham radio use, but they figured it out with the hotspots.
I guess Ernie's making coffee. Brian had to go upstairs, so I guess Joe signed out a long time ago, so.
Yeah, he did. Brian was starting to get real light. Ernie, I'm not sure where he went, but he was light as well.
He said he was going to make his wife coffee. He does that just about every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back, at least for a few minutes.
Oh, good morning.
Do you hear Tony, Ernie?
Yeah, right at my noise level, but yeah, I'm copying him.
Yeah, I copy you fine on the receive antenna.
Tony's got a beverage antenna. I'm sure that would help if I could put up a beverage.
Yeah, Tony usually says he copies everybody really well on the beverage when the band goes along.
I do. It's a big help. I use this antenna just about every time when I'm on receive because it's just so quiet. Or I mean when I'm on any band because it's so quiet.
How long is that beverage?
It's about 430 feet.
Static crash took you out again?
Yeah, about 430 feet.
Oh yeah, see, I couldn't get away with that here. How many acres you have?
How many what?
Acres. How many acres of property?
1.5.
You can bend it around.
I was just going to say that. You can bend it around. It's better to have it straight, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I need to do something like that.
I even told you before, Ernie, about a snake antenna. Did you ever use one of those, Tony?
A snake antenna?
Hey, you lay it on the ground. Just lay it out. Just bend it all around on your property and hook it up.
Yeah, a beverage on the ground. Yep, it'll work.
They work great.
Yep.
Anybody has room for that.
Ernie Bird, WV2I, he had a fence. So he's got a fence that's in his backyard. And it's kind of, let's say a U-shaped fence. He just ran the wire around his fence and just, terminated it on one end and has a transformer for the beverage on the other, and he said it worked.
I tell you, look at my son's property. Nobody's property is smaller than his. I mean, he has got literally the definition of a postage stamp, and he has great performance on 10 through 160. On 160, he works great. I don't think his property is 80 by 40.
Yeah, with a beverage on the ground?
Oh no, he has a receiving loop and stuff like that, but I'm talking about to get an antenna on 160 meters.
Yeah, okay. Ernie, why don't you look at a U antenna, EWE. Dave's got several of those, and he says they work great.
W2FMU.
W4OG. EWE.
There's like a flag antenna.
Yeah, it's maybe 35 feet horizontal and then 15 feet down.
Yeah, I got to replace this window first.
Okay.
My hand's full. Yeah, but that's a good thought. Yeah, I might look at one of them.
Yeah, I think he's got two of them up.
Well, you need a couple. They're directional.
Correct.
What window do you have to replace?
This window in the shack here. This window that goes sits in my shack wall. It goes to the outside.
Oh, so it's right there in the shack. What's the matter with it?
The top stationary glass panel seal broken. It's fogged. You know how the windows fail?
Yeah, I've heard of them that they do that, you know.
Was it a bathroom window?
No, it's a shack window.
Okay.
Do they bend out? I mean, can't you just replace the section without changing the frame?
There's no way to get it out of the frame unless you take it out of the wall and take the frame apart.
Oh.
So imagine that. You know, that's what I thought. Well, it'd be easy to fix, just replace the panel, but there's no way to get it out of there.
So you can't just take the molding off the inside of the window and get to it. Is that what you're saying?
Not that I can figure out. Maybe somebody smarter than me can figure it out, but I can't figure it out.
Okay.
These are not the best windows in the world, and the company's out of business.
You know how I'd fix that window, Ernie.
How?
Pick up the phone. I'd say, Barry, I got a bad window.
Oh, who fixes windows?
Barry does.
Well, send him over.
I'll tell you, he's been a godsend for me, Ernie, and I know how hard it is to find. He's the guy that did my little deck outside to replace those shutters on the front of my house. We fixed the soffit above my garage door. He does little stuff. Nothing's too little. Put my new countertop in my kitchen. He hung 2 cabinets for me in my laundry room. You know, I mean, having somebody that does little stuff like that is great. I'm going to have him do my sliding doors. I have to have both of those Anderson doors replaced, the sliding, because they've deteriorated, and they're too big and heavy for me to attempt to do that myself.
Yeah.
I think he charged me to hang those cabinets and two, I forget the size of the cabinets, but they're good size in my laundry room above the washer and dryer. They're Formica. I mean, you put real good hinges and stuff. They're really nice. I think it was like $400 or something to do both of them, including the price of the cabinets and everything. And it took him like an hour and a half to bring them over, hang them up, and he was gone. I mean, you know, I could have done that, but I would have had to have people to help me hold them and get them level and everything. Man, he just... I don't know how he did it. He hold them under his shoulder or something to put them up there while he drilled the holes and everything and mounted them on the wall. Did a great job.
Yeah, I need a Barry over here.
I know they're hard to find. These people don't want to do small jobs, but he's been a godsend.
I always use a Barry over here for stuff like that.
I'll send him. Give me his phone number. I gotta make some oatmeal. I've been told to make oatmeal.
Oh, that reminds me. I should make a batch.
Make about 2 cups worth. That'll last about a week.
Okay, there we go, 30 over.
I do a cup at a time. See, you know, it's just for me, and it was a great idea already to make it ahead of time and keep it in the fridge. It's great.
Yeah, just gotta add a little water to it when you warm it up.
My RJ12 stuff is supposed to come in today, Frank.
Oh, okay. Mine is coming maybe Monday. I ordered another cable. You know what I'm going to do with that? I'm going to use one end into the rig, and I'm going to cut the other end off and put an 8-pin on it, so I can use my Yaesu MD100 desk mic on the 400.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to do the same thing you did. Just used a little adapter as a plug-in for the microphone.
Yeah, that works great. The coupler, I told you, like I double-stick taped that to the side of my console, and it looks there's the mic jack right there, you know.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it just under the up and down switch for the motorized antenna.
Yep, there you go. I was going to return that HRI 200 yesterday, but I figure for $124, I'll just keep it. You never know. I may want to use that for my own room or something. You know, that kind of money, I'll just keep it, and maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't.
Oh, okay, because I heard you saying you were going to send it back, so you didn't do that.
I took it with me yesterday when I went to HRO, and I actually brought it in the store with the bad FTM 100, and then when I was waiting in line to talk to the manager, I changed my mind at the last minute, so I ran it back out and put it in the car.
Okay. So they had a lot of the 400s in stock?
Yeah, they had a pretty good amount, he said. They're selling a lot of them, a lot of the Yaesu stuff, a lot of the Fusion stuff. It's really, really doing well.
Yeah, HRO had a lot of them here in the Atlanta store. There was a bunch of them sitting there.
They're kind of telling people that buy that stuff in there that
they can run a business like that and have just very tight margins. They must make a lot of money on a lot of the smaller item stuff that they sell, like cables and maybe not the UHF, VHF antennas. That's surprising.
Well, every company's got a different markup. You know, so they make more and less on depending on what the particular manufacturer or the product is, but it definitely helps them out the quantity. You know, I mean, to have a mom and pop single shop, you're just not going to keep your head above water today.